Coming up on the Paper Talk today, we'll be looking at potential loanees that could be coming in, and one that's left, of course. Dubravka's on his way out, but who could be coming in? Let's get into it. Jay here for Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford, and I'm not going to lie to you, it is pretty cold, but I'm feeling nice and warm after a positive set of results over the weekend for Manchester United and our rivals dropping points as well. So yeah, it made for a pretty good weekend. It's keeping me nice and warm on this Monday morning. We'll get straight into it. News that broke over the weekend was that Martin Dubravka has been recalled from Newcastle. He was on loan from the Geordies, the goalkeeper. He's played a couple of games in the Carabao, most recently the one against Burnley as well. Not going to lie to you, was a bit ropey. There was one point where it looked like he was going to let the ball roll under his feet and go in. So it's not the worst news we've had, but you know, he's helped us in a way. We had get past Burnley in the Carabao Cup. He played another game as well. So he's been recalled to Newcastle. He did a statement, I think he did it on Twitter. He said, "Hi guys, I have been recalled from loan at Newcastle and will return to Newcastle. Although short, it has been an enjoyable experience in Manchester, and I wish to sincerely thank all the coaches, staff and players and all the fans and all that sort of stuff." So yeah, he'll go back to Newcastle. You know, probably in about 7 years you'll see him on MUTV. Anyway, being billed as a United legend. Anyway, we'll get into some more transfer stories. Frenkie de Jong, it's back, innit? The old Frenkie de Jong. We didn't have it for a little while because the transfer window was closed, and as soon as the transfer window opens, we have more Frenkie de Jong rumours. There's a story in the Daily Mail, and it's been picked up elsewhere. In fact, I don't know where it started in the Mail or it was from elsewhere. It was from Fijages, that reputable publication I'm sure you're all familiar with. It says Frenkie de Jong has told Erik ten Hag he does want to join Manchester United after the Red Devils turned their season around in a shock U-turn, but Barcelona are furious, and some of these are capitalised. Furious is capitalised and does is capitalised after he refused to leave last summer during their financial crisis. Now, if you don't know, and I'm pretty sure you do because we covered it extensively, as did everyone else, in the summer it looked like Frenkie de Jong was Manchester United's priority target. Barcelona accepted the bid from Manchester United. The sticking point was he was owed 17 million quid from Barcelona in deferred wages, and he wanted it, and he didn't want to leave without it. They didn't want to give it him, so he ended up staying. He stayed there. They've done quite well this season, done very well. He's done well. But so have Manchester United. Now, according to the Mail, it says here that they sort of the way that Manchester United have turned their season around, if you can say that, which is a bit weird because when we first bid for him, we hadn't even started the season. So I don't know why that would make him suddenly think, okay, yeah, now I need to go there. But apparently he's been in conversations with Erik ten Hag, and he's happy with the way United turned the season around, and he's willing to come. It's one of those, I think this is going to rumble on and on and on. We'll keep you posted on it. I don't see him coming in this window. I'll be honest with you. I think the transfer fee now is too much because it doesn't look like Manchester United are going to spend around 65 million, which I think is what it costs to get Frenkie de Jong to come from the new camp to Old Trafford. Don't see it happening, but as always, keep posted. I think that's more likely to happen next summer, and Barcelona could do is still getting players off the wage bill if certain reports are to be believed, because they're in a bit of a mess, when it comes to the sort of the financial, their version of financial fair play over there, where they have to have a wage bill that sort of matches certain things, and they're struggling with that. So if he does come in the summer, or if there's another fresh bid or there's fresh stories, we'll keep you updated. There's a story in the Mail as well saying Manchester United are keeping tabs on France and Borussia Mönchengladbach forward Marcus Thuram as his contract nears his end, while they also eye January striker loan move with Memphis Depay and Vincent Aboubakar available. Now, the Memphis Depay one we've had a couple of times, talking to Barcelona, looks like he could be available. Maybe even, I think, even a free or a loan move. I think there might even be a free transfer possibility there to get him off the wage bill. His contract, I don't think he's that long left on it. So we'll have to see what happens with that one. The Boubacar one is a bit of a weird one. I think he's at Al Nassr, where Ronnie's just gone. Boubacar did well for Cameroon, didn't he, in the World Cup? He scored that goal against Brazil and then whipped his shirt off, got a second booking and was sent off. The referee sort of giving him a pat on the back as he left. 30 years old, I think, Boubacar, so it does seem a little bit of a left midfield move. I think the Evening News have called it a wild card option. We'll have to wait and see. If that does happen, we'll keep you posted. Maybe a short-term thing. It's something United have done before. It's not someone I know a lot about, and it's not someone it was at the top of my wish list, but you never know. One who is sort of more well-known, or a lot more well-known, and a lot more people have been talking about than Vincent Boubacar is Felix. João Felix, of course, from Atletico. Fabrizio Romano tweeted this morning saying new contracts will take place this week for João Felix deal. Premier League clubs have new direct talks with his agent, Jorge Mendes. Chelsea are focused on Enzo deal. Manchester United and Arsenal already had talks with Mendes. PSG not in the race of now. So it looks like João Felix could still be an option. It looks like a low move. Low move seems the most likely. United not going to go big transfer-wise with fees, but a low move could happen. We'll keep you posted as we always do. So do make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. Just a final one as well. Casemiro, after the game the other day, was talking about Marcus Rashford. Rashford, of course, dropped from the starting 11 because he was late for a meeting, came off the bench, got the winner, handled it really well. I thought he was pretty honest in what he said about the fact he overslept and he took his punishment. And then you had Erik ten Hag addressing it. It seems like it was dealt with in the right way, the professional way, and the reaction from the player was good. Casemiro said Rashford has an incredible way of hitting the ball. He's got strength, he's quick, he's very clever, very clever playing. He was one of the players that really surprised me. What a spectacular player. I'm enjoying playing with him. He gives us a lot of energy. I'm delighted to play with him. I'm sure if he stays like this with the conditions he has, he can easily be a top 5 player. He's exceptional. Now, when Casemiro says things like that, you have to sort of take notice, don't you? One of the most successful midfielders ever, saying that he enjoys playing with you. He's surprised how good you are. Positive vibes from Marcus Rashford after what could have been a bad day against Wolves when he was dropped from the starting 11, but to come off the bench, get his goal, get praised and handle it well. It's what we want to see. Manchester United doing really well so far under Erik ten Hag. Long may it continue. We've obviously got a game later on this week. I think it's tomorrow, isn't it, against Bournemouth, I believe. So we'll have that. We'll have the watch along. We'll have I think Joe will be back for that one. So make sure you are hitting like, share and subscribe. I'll be back later on with a preview and obviously the Paddock podcast. I think Andy Tate's coming in. The only Andy Tate you need to worry about. The only real Andy Tate, yeah. He'll be in the studio. So make sure you check it out as well. I've been Motty outside a very cold Old Trafford. Thanks for watching.